public comments?
My name is Christopher Buttner. My website is CALAVERAS2024election.com. I'm just going to read for entertainment purposes a couple of codes. Code 2.64.560, prohibited activities, conflict of interest. No employee of the county shall engage in any employment, activity, or enterprise for compensation which is in any way incompatible with his or her duties as a county officer or employee, or with the duties, functions, or responsibilities of the appointing authority or the county. Code 2.64.565, Code of Ethics. It is the duty and responsibility of those in public service to conduct their affairs in an ethical manner. As such, those employed by the county shall, A, never provide special favors or privileges or accept favors or benefits under circumstances which may be construed by reasonable persons as influencing the performance of one's public duties. B, engage in no business activity which is inconsistent with the conscientious performance of one's public duties. C, never use any confidential information received in the performance of one's public duties for private profit or personal gain. D, never engage in outside activities that are incompatible with the objective performance of their duties or delivery of public service. E, treat all individuals encountered in the performance of one's duties in a respectful, courteous, and professional manner. F, promote only decisions that benefit the public interest. G, conduct and perform job duties diligently and promptly. H, faithfully comply with all laws and regulations applicable to the county and impartially apply them to everyone. I, promote the public interest through responsive application of public duties. J, demonstrate the highest standards of personal integrity, truthfulness, and honesty in all public activities. K, uphold these principles, being conscious that the public office is a public trust. Code 2.64.570, prohibited activities. I don't have the time to finish this, but it's all posted as the top blog post at my website, CALAVERAS2024election.com. Thank you.
Any other public comments? Any public comment? Okay. Then we will move on from public comment. Now we will go to consent agenda. Consent agenda items are expected to be routine and non-controversial. They will be acted upon by the board at one time without discussion. Any board member, staff member, or interested party may request removal of an item from the consent agenda for later discussion. And before we get going on that, there are 3 items that Judy has pulled off for further conversation. Those are items 14, 15, and 16. So they will be discussed after we finish with the rest of the consent agenda. Is there any board member wish to pull an item off consent?
Chair, I don't wish to pull, but I would like to recuse myself from item number 9.
Item 9. Okay. Is there any staff member wish to pull an item off consent? None online?
There's none online and nobody calling in.
Okay. Is there any member of the public wish to pull an item off consent? If so, please come forward.
9 and 10, please.
9 and 10. Any other items? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board. I'm open for a motion for the remainder of the consent without 9, 10, 14, 15, and 16. And so 9 is going to be pulled. So, okay. So I'm open for a motion.
So moved.
A motion by Supervisor Garamendi, a second by Supervisor Hubbard. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Passes 4-0 with 1 absent. We'll go to item number 9. Chris, you pulled this item off. You want to come up and...
My name is Christopher Buttner. My website is CALAVERAS2024election.com. Agenda 9 must be removed from today's consent agenda due to credible allegations of fraudulent misrepresentation and deceptive business practices by the Calaveras Visitors Bureau. On August 22nd, 2023, I appeared before this board with legal questions concerning the tourism promotion agreement being executed between the county administration and the CVB. My questions were ignored, and this board voted to approve the deceptively worded tourism promotion agreement. Board Chair Tofinelli signed the agreement soon afterward, derelict of his duty of office. Agenda item 9 indicates that this board plans to vote today to approve a resolution adopting the fiscal year 23-24 county budget for the distribution of transient occupancy taxes to the Calaveras Visitors Bureau. Again, I will ask you legal questions derived from credible allegations of fraudulent misrepresentation and deceptive business practices by the Calaveras Visitors Bureau. Does the county administration understand the fundamental and significant legal distinctions between a public benefit nonprofit corp and a mutual benefit nonprofit corp? Why did the CVB convert from a public benefit nonprofit corp to a mutual benefit nonprofit corp in 2021, and who instigated this conversion? On what date was the county administration formally notified of the CVB's conversion from public benefit nonprofit corp to mutual benefit nonprofit corp? Does the county CEO and county council understand the legal implications of transient occupancy tax revenue being distributed to a falsely represented nonprofit corporation, or that these public funds will now legally belong to members of a mutual benefit nonprofit corp? Who are the members of this mutual benefit nonprofit corp being funded with our public tax dollars? What is the date of the current bylaws of the mutual benefit nonprofit corp? What were the circumstances enabling the misrepresented tourism promotion agreement with the CVB, errantly signed by County Council Edwards, Board Chair Tofinelli, and the CVB's Board of Director President Morgan Gotche of a non-existent public benefit nonprofit corporation? Why is this legal and fiscal malfeasance occurring on your watch? The answer to the last question is, in a word, corruption. I demand this board remove Agenda 9 from today's consent agenda, rescind the CVB's tourism promotion agreement, and schedule a public hearing regarding credible allegations of fraudulent misrepresentation and deceptive business practices by the CVB. Thank you very much.
Is there any other public comment on this item? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board. Does any board member wish to remove this item from the agenda? Hearing none, I'm looking for a motion for item number 9.
Moved.
A motion by Supervisor Follendorf.
Second.
Second by Supervisor Garamendi. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 4-0 with one absent.
One.
One abstention. 3-0-1.
And also, Chair, if I could, I should have recused myself also from item number 10.
You recusing yourself from 10?
Yeah, please.
Also? Okay. We move on to item number 10. This is approve a resolution adopting the fiscal year 2023-24 county budget for distribution of transient occupancy taxes to the Calaveras Chamber of Commerce. Chris, you pulled this one again?
Today's my day. My name is Christopher Buttner. My website is calaveras2024election.com. Agenda item 10 concerning transient occupancy tax distribution to the Calaveras Chamber of Commerce must be removed from today's consent agenda due to credible allegation of deceptively worded agenda item and backroom dealing between the Board of Supervisors and the Chamber. Before this board on March 14, 2023, I allege the Chamber's funding request was a mischaracterized board agenda item that was a pretext for a $50,000 gift from county transient occupancy tax funds. Derelict of duty to protect public funds in spite of my repeated vocal and written opposition statements between March 14th, 23 and today, the Board of Supervisors on June 27, 2023 approved $50,000 contribution to the Chamber from TOT revenue. Today I'm asking you legal questions derived from credible allegations of misrepresentation and backroom dealings. Does this board know that on March 4th, 2023, Deputy CEO Marcos Muniz, via email, expressed concern to the President of the Chamber, Sherry Royce, that the informational item inappropriately included a request for TOT funding? Does this board know Chamber President Sherry Royce responded by email to Deputy CEO Muniz's concern, informing him that he was encouraged by a few supervisors to mention the request in her presentation? Does this board know that on March 10th, 2023, Kathy Galino, County Director of Economic and Community Development, complained to Martin Huberty via text message that they can't ask for money during an informational item, stating she was really upset? Is the board aware that I published to my website a detailed analysis of the Chamber's IRS filings for 18 years, from 2004 to 2021, revealing an organization operating at a deficit for 10 of 18 years? Why did this board ignore my June 24th, 2023 written request to disclose the Chamber's 2022 and 23 financial performance as a matter of government fiscal transparency? Is the board aware of the glaring appearance of conflict of interests and loyalties having 3 currently sitting supervisors as former leadership of the Chamber? Why is this legal and fiscal malfeasance occurring on your watch? The answer to that last question is, in a word, corruption. I demand that this board remove agenda item 10 from today's consent agenda, withhold $50,000 in TOT funds from the Chamber, and schedule a public hearing regarding credible allegations of misrepresentation and deceptive business practices by the Chamber concerning its funding request and the backroom dealings of the Board of Supervisors. My website is CALAVERAS2024election.com. Thank you.
Is there any other public, is there any online?
There is none online as far as I can see, and the phone is not ringing.
Okay, I'll bring it back to the board. Is there any, does the board member wish to pull this item off the agenda for today? Hearing none, I'm open for a motion for item number 10.
Move.
A motion by Supervisor Fallendorf.
Second.
Second by Supervisor Garamendi. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0-1-1. Okay.